This is Charlotte of Delain, and I am blowing it up on Capital Chaos TV. Hi there, this is Charlotte. I am the lead singer of Dutch symphonic metal band Delain. We are here tonight in San Francisco doing a co-headline show with Hammerfall. This is our first time actually doing a headline tour in the US, so we're very, very excited. I first got into metal in my hometown of Zwolle. We had quite a good metal scene there, a solid amount of metal bands that quickly became my favorite. I've never been very discriminatory against any kind of music type. I like a lot of types of music. I used to be in a big band as well when I was a teenager. So we would play jazz and blues and funk and that kind of stuff. And I was in a symphonic orchestra as well, playing the clarinet. So yeah, there were definitely a lot of types of music that I was into, but I always had a preference for music that was very dramatic. And of course, you can find dramatic music in most genres, but yeah, kind of metal and symphonic metal have a real sense of drama that I was drawn to from a very early age. So I guess that's how I got into metal. Do I come from a musical family? Well, my family always really encouraged all of us to play an instrument. My parents listened to a lot of music. They listened to a lot of good music that I still really like. So yeah, I would definitely say that we experienced a very a musical upbringing, even though my parents weren't musicians themselves. Well, when I was a kid, I went to church. I didn't have to. When I was older, like I was given the choice. I did sing in church. I still, every now and then with Christmas, sing along with my mother's choir. So no, I'm not a church goer, but I have good memories of it. So whenever the choir asks me, I'm always happy to sing with them on special occasions. Yeah. Well, the fun thing is actually that some of my favorite local bands, like To Elysium, like I actually got to sing with them at one point, and I was really into Within Temptation when I was younger, and at that time Martijn, who now plays the keys with Delain, was actually in that band. So I would say it worked out very well. Yeah. I have two cats, Iggy and Roxy. Iggy Pop and Roxy Music references, and I miss them, so don't mention them. No, and I've had dogs growing up. I had a dog growing up, and my parents have a dog now. So I love animals, definitely. Wouldn't eat them. I really like. My favorite songs at the moment are really very much inspired by the songs which I like to perform the best live. And those are at the moment Fire with Fire. It's always kind of a party. And The Hurricane is a song which I also really enjoy performing live. So those are kind of the ones that stick out for me at the moment. But it's hard to pick actually with this record because it's a very varied record. Like the songs go in very different directions stylistically. So it's kind of comparing apples and pears, you know. But those are the ones that jump out now. We actually met one of the first times that we were in the US when we toured with Camelot, and she joined Camelot in that tour. And then we met and we kind of stayed in touch. And at one point we were writing the song for our previous album, The Human Contradiction, and it had this kind of sick grunt part, and we thought of her immediately. And well, the way it goes these days is usually just that we record apart from each other in studios around the world. I've been recording some parts of the last album at home. Like it's getting more and more easy to actually do that yourself. So what happens is usually just I make a dummy track and I send over the dummy track. But especially like one of the fun things about working with guest musicians is to see what they are going to do creatively with that track. So it's always finding a balance of giving people something to hold on to. Like these are the lyrics, this is the dummy tracks, this is kind of what we want you to do. But if you want to let go of that, go ahead, you know. So that's kind of how we do it, and we've been very happy with what she came up with so far. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm very impressed with how she can switch from the very harsh vocals to. Well, she's done Hands of Gold with us at our 10-year anniversary, and the way she just switches from her harsh vocals to like operatic vocals, it's very impressive. Yeah, absolutely.